guys, what up? It's Dan from AutoMotivationZ here. I'm here to bring you the 3-month review of my BMW X3M Competition 2020. So I have some things that I really like about the car. I have some things that I really dislike about the car. And then there's certain other things that I'll just kind of go through and just kind of show you features and stuff like that. Overall, I like the car. It's a decent car to drive. It's fun. It's super fast. I mean, the S58 engine in this car is phenomenal. And I will say that 100%. I do not regret getting at least this engine in this car because it is fantastic. And it is very quick to respond. It's very fast, but there are certain things that I don't like about it. So we're going to go through the things that I like first, and then we'll go through the things that I don't like second. So the first thing is these M Performance seats, and we'll take you around in the cab here just so you can see. These seats, you guys, hold you in really well. They're very nice. They're very soft. They're hard where they need to be in the bolsters, like right in here, but they are really nice. And it's kind of cool. The M logo will light up at night when you start this. So the seats are definitely number one. I really like the seats. Very comfortable. They hold you in very well, and very nice on your back, which I appreciate because I recently hurt my back, and it feels good to just have a sturdy seat. Number two, the S58 engine, and we'll take you outside here just to kind of show you what it looks like. And one nice thing about BMW is that after you pop the hood twice, you just have to pull up like that. So this is the S58 engine, 503 horsepower, very snappy engine. You're not going to get stranded anywhere on the side of the road with this. And you know, it's got the very nice engine cover, and actually the intake is actually integrated into that cover. I did not know that, so it's kind of a cool thing. And plus you got the cool stretch over brace right here, which just gives it an extra added cool look, you know, when it goes over, you know, the mid part of the engine cover. I do have to use two hands to close this, so give me 1 second, and we're closed. The next thing, since we're outside and we're right there, the adaptive cruise right there, that's the sensor for it. You guys, adaptive cruise, if you haven't used it, is phenomenal. It's one of the favorite features of any car that I have. I had it in my RS3. I loved it. I had it in this car. I loved it. I've had it in only 2 cars, and I really like it. So if you guys are looking for a car that has adaptive cruise, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it because of the fact that it is fantastic. Some people don't like it. I really do. Number 3 would be the space in the vehicle. So as you can see, we have lots of space back here. And I'll edit in how much the actual space is. I believe it's 57 cubic feet with the seats down, and I think 27 with the seats up. So a lot of space in this vehicle. Coming from my RS3, we're at 12 cubic feet of space in the trunk. It's a big change, and it's nice that I can actually go to the grocery store and, you know, actually put groceries in the back, which, I mean, I always had a problem with that in the RS3 because it was so small. The steering wheel is another one. This steering wheel is very nice. I really like this. You know, I love the M1 and M2 buttons. I love the adaptive cruise, obviously. We'll get to what I don't like about this section in just a little bit. We got the M Performance there on the steering wheel. Heated steering wheel, of course. And then the stitching, the M stitching on there. You guys, the steering wheel is something that I really like. It feels good in your hands. It's got the nice kind of merino leather on it as well. It doesn't feel cheap or chintzy, and it's definitely something that I really appreciate, especially because, I mean, you're driving the car, you're going to be using the steering wheel, right? Interior lighting now is something that you can't really see right now because it's daytime. Hey guys, so this is going to be the ambient lighting portion of this. So as you can see right here, I'm in the ambient lighting mode. I go to the color, I have bronze, I have white and bronze, I have orange, I have white and orange. Basically what that means, and it shows you what it means right there. Basically, this portion will be a different color than this portion down here. So white, we have blue. I think blue has been probably my favorite, so I'm gonna keep it on blue, but look at that, nice. And you can see down here, it has a blue glow down here. There's a blue light down here. There's a blue light that comes out from here that you can see when it's actually dark out. It's not actually dark out right now. But, and then there's green, there's white and green, there's lilac, white and lilac, and that is it for that. So you can change it to blue, to bronze, to orange, to green. Right now I just have it on bronze. I change it, every couple of weeks just to kind of change things up. But it has, ambient lighting basically throughout the entire car. It looks very cool at night, and I'll get a shot of that at night so you can see what it actually looks like. But the interior lighting, fantastic. It's really cool that you can change that. It's really nice actually, and that you can go through and have some sort of customizability to that. 7 is just practicality. I mean, having an SUV, they call it a sports activity vehicle, an SAV. So it's a smaller SUV, but at the same time, I can fold the seats down. I can fit my dog in here. I can fit groceries in here. I can do a lot of stuff in here that normally I wouldn't be able to do, like say in the RS3. So very practical vehicle. I wouldn't use it for, towing and hauling and stuff like that, just because I don't have anything to tow or haul. You could though. I mean, it's got 500 horsepower. It could easily tow. I don't know what the rating is, but you could easily tow something if you wanted to. The next thing, and we'll get my phone out of the way so we can show you, is the wireless charging pad. So this guy right down here. And if you haven't seen my video about the things that I love about this car, I show you the fact that my phone actually fits in there. It's the appropriate size, which is fantastic, because there's a lot of places that are going to, not really the biggest phone on the market, but they kind of size it down one phone or one size, and it sucks, to be honest. My RS3 was that way, where I could not use the wireless charging pad in my RS3. I'd have to take my phone out of the case, and then it would fit, just barely. So I'm glad that it's out in the open too. It's not in the center console like the Audi was. Very, very, very nice. And it works very well too. The next thing is a panoramic sunroof. And as you guys will see, I actually just learned how to open that a couple of days ago, to where the sunroof can actually open. And I'll start the car here so you can see. So basically what you got to do, you got to open the sunroof first and then go back, and then that goes open just like that. Now we don't need it open, so obviously we'll just close it, but that's where we're at with that. I really do like that. It's the small things that count, right? The next is the rear wiper, and you can get kind of a good view of it back here a little bit, and you can see it kind of go like that. I really like having that, and like I said, again, it's the small things that count, but it's something that really, really, really helps, aids in your driving ability and stuff like that as well. The auto off high beams is the next thing that I really, really, really like. Now granted, it's the daytime, so it's not really going to show very well. I can show you where it's actually at. Right here on the stock, it's the second button right here, and you'll see the little picture for it right there. Why do I like this? I'm one of those types of people that forgets to turn their high beams off. It just happens. You're driving, you're not paying attention to that, and all of a sudden, boom, you have a car there and you got to turn them off. It works very well. I'll try and get a nice clip of it, but yeah, it's something that's very beneficial, and it makes things a lot easier. It just makes your driving experience easier. The next thing that I really like about this car is this voice activated button right here. I use this for anything. So for example, if I wanted to change the interior lighting, interior lighting, please continue using manual control. See? And then you can change whatever you want. It just makes things a lot easier, especially if you want to change it in your driving. Let's say somebody hates bronze and wants green. You can change it on the fly. It's nice. It makes things easy. So that is definitely one of the things that I enjoy about this car. Now, I do have some things that I don't like about this car. And you know me, I tend to keep cars not very long. And this list might be a deal breaker for me in the future. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. The number one thing that I hate about this car, the stock exhaust was terrible. It was trash. Trash, you guys. It was not loud enough. I hated it. I have Remus race exhaust on my car right now. It's still not loud enough. I am used to my Audi, which was loud and proud. You could hear it from a mile away. That's the exhaust that I want, and it's just not on the market right now. There's Eisenman, which makes a decent exhaust, which is about the same. It has one kind of muffler instead of two like this one has. There's Remus, which makes a pretty loud exhaust. There's Akrapovic, which makes a quieter exhaust to slip on. And they're all supremely expensive. The cheapest one is the Dyna Axleback, and that's like 2,500 bucks. And even that's not really that loud. So the one thing that sucks about it is that you have to cut the exhaust too. So if you ever want to change your exhaust, you have to cut it. There's factory dimple points, which you can cut on, and it's supposed to be easy. I brought it to a shop to do it because I didn't want to deal with it. So that's just me. Getting old. I don't want to deal with that kind of stuff anymore. Number two, definitely the gas mileage, you guys. And I'm going to pull up my gas log here and go to the statistics, and we'll go to my X3M Competition, and I will show you what I have gotten so far. So 17.7 is the worst, 21.6 is the best, 19.7 average, which is pretty dang close to what they say. They say 14 city, 19 highway. So pretty close. With rising gas prices, you know, I paid $4.19 a gallon a couple of days ago, and wasn't really enthused about that, but what can you do, right? Number three is the transmission, and this is a hard one to kind of show, but the transmission hunts for gears a lot. Like, you'll be going up a hill, it'll switch from 8th to 7th. You'll go from 1,200 RPMs to 2,000, which is fine. I understand why it's doing it. It's just, it seems like it's never in the right gear because it has 8 gears instead of 7, which I think is the perfect amount. I see this a lot in this car, a lot. Or when you do very heavy acceleration, it will hold the gear for, I don't know, 5-6 seconds before it shifts again, and it's so frustrating. I use the manual controls a lot to get rid of that, just because it seems unnecessary. Number four is definitely these steering wheel controls, and not over here, but over here. There's no button to change the damn station. I hate that. I absolutely despise that I cannot change the station on my steering wheel. That is one thing that I would truthfully buy another steering wheel that had that functionality if I could, but you can't. Now, I know a lot of people are going to flame me for that and be like, well, you can just, you know, you can do the gesture control, which I'll show you how that works. So if you go like this, it'll change the song. And that's easy enough. Or there's a button right here, but I'm lazy. I don't like to move that far. The iDrive and the music interface is the next thing that I really don't like about this car. So you'll see we got some Jay-Z on right now. Obviously, I don't have any music on because of YouTube, but we have the iDrive system right here. Fantastic, no problems with that. The screen, no problems with that. The size is nice. What I do have a problem with is when I put music in here. So I have a USB that I have all my music on, and when I try to do that, it does not pick up all the songs. Probably half of the songs that I had on my USB don't show up on here. Nobody knows why. They're all the correct format. They're all not copyright music. They're from CDs from back, you know, whenever. And it's just something that, I don't know. It does not work very well. The next thing that I really don't like, and it's something that I didn't notice until I got home from the first day of driving it, is this car kicks up so much dirt. And I'll come and I'll show you outside what it looks like. It is terrible. Now, I just washed my car a couple days ago, but you'll see, like right in the back here, it kicks up a lot of stuff. You'll see some dirt right there. Here's the exhaust. Nice look at that. But look at this. I mean, the window in particular will get really dirty, and it's very hard to keep this clean. Really hard. Yeah, I have problems trying to keep this clean. And then another thing that I noticed is that this pass-through right here, although it looks cool, it allows all of this dirt to come up on the side here, and this car is always dirty. And the rims too, the brakes, always dirty. I like washing my car, but I don't like washing it every day. The next part, and this really chaps me, I really don't like this about this car, and I thought that you could customize it, but you can't, is the digital dash. I mean, the digital dash, it looks nice. So you got your miles till empty right there, your gas tank, you got your speed, you got what modes you're in, mileage and stuff like that, and then your rev counter, and then your temperature. I don't like the fact that you cannot do anything to that. You can sometimes have your mode, like for the radio, pop up there if you're in the right setting. So for example, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I can't really pick it up too well, but we have that, and then if I switch, you'll see it switch to that. So when you're in they call it the M mode for the heads-up display. When you're in M mode, then the stuff will come up here in the cluster. So when I change, see, it comes up in the cluster, which is good, but that is the only thing, the only functionality that it has. So it is what it is. There's certain things that, you know, you don't really see in the YouTube reviews of this car. You don't really see that. Everything else has been pretty good with this car. You know, the headlights work just fine. Everything has been decent. It's not like everything is terrible in this car. I don't want to give that impression at all. Would I buy this car again knowing what I know? That is a good question. I would say probably not. Just because I'm more of a car guy. I do like cars in general. I like being low to the ground. Is this car terrible? No. If you have a family, if you have any kids at all, and you want something that's fast, that's very luxurious, this is the car for you. But if you're, I'm not going to say single, but if you're married and you have no kids, or if you're single, and you like cars in general, this probably isn't the right vehicle for you. No, does that mean I'm going to go out tomorrow and get a new car? No. People that know me might say yes, but yeah, it is what it is. No, I'm not going out to get another car right now, but in the future it could happen. With used car prices the way they are right now, I mean, take your pick. My buddy just traded off his Chevy Suburban, and he got, I think, $6K over what he paid for it just 6 months ago. So cars are in huge demand right now, especially cars that have the self-driving technology, the adaptive cruise, things like that, things that use the actual chips that go into the chip shortage that we are in right now. They're in high demand, very high demand. It's something that you go to a new car dealership, there's nothing on the lot. It's all used cars. Dealerships can't get their hands on new cars. It's crazy right now. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. If you're looking for one of these and you want to shoot me a comment to, you know, see what I think of what you're talking about, definitely do that. I read all my comments. I comment back on everything. If you can subscribe to the channel, that would be fantastic. I'm on my push for 1,000 subscribers. At the time of doing this, I'm at 297, so I'm getting closer at least. Thank you guys. I appreciate everything that you guys do for me. I appreciate your feedback, negative or positive. I really want to hit that home that, you know, you guys are the reason why I do this. It's not just for me to, you know, look stupid in front of a camera. But I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate all my subscribers. And if you want to see anything on the channel, please let me know. I'm going to start doing car reviews again here now that it's finally almost springtime and the snow is melted and it's not -20 outside. I can go through and finally get back into the car reviews again. Definitely check out my X1 review. I just had an X1 not too long ago, a couple days ago, when I had my oil change in my car. That will be coming up pretty soon as well as my Barrett Jackson video. I've been kind of under the weather lately with my back, so I haven't had a chance to get anything out. So I'll be posting a video of Barrett Jackson, what that looked like, you know, all the cool cars that were there. Fantastic. If you guys have never been there, Scottsdale, middle of January, you have to go. If you like cars, you have to go. It's the only way to put it. It is the greatest experience that you will ever have at a car show, bar none. Take it easy, guys. Keep it real. Bye.